Good morning. This is the last piece of the cheese that I made last year. So if I'm remembering correctly, it would be about 9 months old. It would have been curing for about 9 months. Now, I've already done a taste test. You didn't get to watch. The outside rind, of course, I put vinegar on the outside to try to prevent contamination. And so the outside tastes a little vinegary. There is I really don't know if you can see it. There is a rind starting to develop. It's very, very thin right now. But it's starting to develop a rind. The outside is firm, but not hard. And the inside is softer, but it's very, very crumbly. It's got an interesting flavor, but I think it would have worked. It would have been better to continue to cure it for the full year. It's still got that unfinished flavor. It doesn't have the full-bodied flavor. It is sort of sharp. You can taste the difference, and like you can see here that it's crumbling as I pull the pieces off. The difference is intriguing. It's got a hint of that bitter flavor that you get from unfinished cheese. But as I said, it is crumbly. And just to test things out, I'm going to put this piece in the microwave. It'll take a second. But it's very crumbly. It's soft on the inside, but this is not the kind of cheese that you would want to. It's not a spreadable cheese, and it's not the kind of cheese that you can cut into and make slices for sandwiches or something. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that melted pretty easily. Understanding that this is microwave melt, not pan melt. I didn't think to turn on the pan, but it melted. And when I did the other tests earlier, when I opened the other pieces, they did basically the same thing. It melted into a puddle, and it's got a very liquid texture, but it's not holding together like a mozzarella would. I don't think this is probably a cooking cheese or a baking cheese, but not a cheese sandwich type where you slice it. It's pretty good when it's melted. Different texture. I think the texture is what's pushing me off here. So good melting cheese. It's the flavor is fine. It's just got that hint of a bitter taste that you get from a cheese that hasn't cured long enough. So, get this one. I just pulled all of this together. You can see that it's still very liquid, or very melted, I suppose. As it solidifies, let's see what happens as it solidifies. Because different kinds of cheese have different purposes, different uses. And this, in this form, it's very crumbly and doesn't hold together well. This one, it's definitely not a mozzarella, but after melting, it holds together quite well. I actually, as I said before in other tests, that flavor is growing on me. It's not the same flavor as the small one that went soft, but I'm definitely going to keep a sample of this for cultures, to develop cultures for another one and try to do a full year. I will talk with you later.